Since Prince Charles became King Charles, there's a new queen in Buckingham. Taking her seat on the throne is Queen Camila. Well, sort of. The change in title comes with new roles and duties for King Charles' wife, and gives a new outlook on what it means to be queen. At least, what it means for Camila and the royal family. Number 1. The Queen got her wish. In her royal message on the eve of the 70th anniversary of her accession in 1952, Elizabeth II shared her hopes for the future. But for years, about 17 of them actually, the entirety of Charles and Camilla's marriage, there hasn't been much clarity on the subject of Camilla's title once Charles becomes king. The Queen made a clear declaration during her Platinum Jubilee that it was her sincere wish that Camilla is known as Queen Consort instead of Princess Consort when that time comes. And when that time came, Charles and Camilla vowed they would honor Her Majesty's wishes, and that they did, because Camilla will be crowned Queen Consort. Number 2, not a princess. Okay, so Camilla's not a princess and she's not the queen, or queen regnant, which is what Queen Elizabeth II was. Her mother, the Queen Mother, or Queen Elizabeth I, was also queen consort, and it all comes down to how you became queen. When you're born into it, like the recently passed Queen Elizabeth, you're regnant. And when you marry into royalty, like the Queen Mother and Queen Camilla, you're a consort. But Camilla becoming Queen Camilla wasn't the original plan. Back in 2005, when King Charles and Camilla were announcing their wedding ceremony, it was announced that Camilla intended to use the title Princess Consort, like Prince Philip did when he married the Queen. But plans change, and so do royal titles. Number 3, the greatest honor. It's a pretty big responsibility to be queen. Any kind of queen, regent, regnant, consort, etc. There are 5 different types of queens, and Camilla is honored and very touched to have received the queen's blessing to be queen consort. At least that's what she said when she was asked about it soon after the queen's statement. Back in 2011, when an elementary school student asked Camilla if she would become queen, she responded, "You never know." Well, now you know, Queen Camilla. Number 4, a double coronation. Since we're getting a 2-for-1 king and queen, according to tradition, there's going to be a double coronation. As queen consort, Camilla will also be crowned. But since she's not the ruling monarch, her ceremony will be smaller and much simpler than King Charles. But that's all based on whether she even has a ceremony at all. It's a known fact that historically, the monarch doesn't like divorcees marrying monarchs. Edward VIII had to abdicate because of his love for twice-divorced Wallace Warfield Simpson. So it didn't go unnoticed when Camilla, a divorcee, married King Charles. They added, "unless decided otherwise," at the beginning of the clause. But now, it's looked like it hasn't been decided otherwise. And after a mourning period, Camilla and Charles will both be crowned. Number 5, the relationship with her stepsons. It has been heavily speculated that there may be, or even should be, some bad blood between the now Queen Camilla and Prince William and Harry because of the past issues between their mother, Princess Diana, father, King Charles, and stepmother Camilla. But Harry is quoted saying, "Camilla isn't the evil stepmother a lot of the public believe he and William should see her as." He said, "She's a wonderful woman and she's made our father very, very happy, which is the most important thing. William and I love her to bits." Plus, by the time Charles and Camilla got married, Prince William and Harry were both in their early 20s, so she was more their father's wife than an actual stepmother. Number 6, what can this queen do? Camilla is being crowned queen, so that comes with some duties. But Camilla doesn't get an official job description when she clocks in on her first day as queen consort. She's there more to do all she can to support Charles in his kingly duties. So pretty much all she's been doing as Duchess of Cornwall. Appearing at public engagements and charity events, Camilla currently supports or sits as president of over 90 charities, so she's got past work experience. Aside from becoming queen, she will also become the counselor of state. So if the king is sick or out of office, Camilla can carry out certain royal duties. She can't appoint a new prime minister, but she can attend private council meetings in Charles's place. Number 7, when your mother's a queen. Queen Camilla has 2 kids with her ex-husband, Andrew Parker Bowles, who are now fully grown and living their own private life away from the public eye. You'd think now that their mother is queen, their lives should change drastically, but they don't inherit much from their mother's new title. They don't get any special titles of their own. They will just remain Tim Parker Bowles and Laura Lopes, unless King Charles wants to just give them a title for good works. They also don't get any royal security package, but they also haven't had that before and managed to live their lives despite being the children of a queen. Number 8, new social media. the royals keep things formal and stick to tradition for almost everything, even their social media. Now that Camilla and Charles are becoming king and queen, they are no longer the heads of Clarence House, as they become the head of the royal family at Buckingham Palace. The pages are still active, but much like the updates of the late queen, King Charles and Camilla's updates will be shared exclusively on the royal family account. Even Prince William and Kate Middleton changed their titles to reflect their title changes from Duke and Duchess of Cambridge to Prince and Princess of Wales. Number 9. More title changes. With Charles becoming king, Camilla isn't the only one with a title change. It changes the hierarchy and structure, all the way from Charles down to his grandchildren. As heir to the throne, Prince William and Kate Middleton have become Prince and Princess of Wales, and they are still also Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, and now Cornwall, taking over the title Charles and Camilla had.
With Catherine beside him, our new Prince and Princess of Wales.
So now their children, George, Charlotte, and Louis, are Prince and Princess of Cambridge and Cornwall. That also means Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's children are the grandchildren of the reigning monarch, making them Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. The British national anthem will also have to change, from God Save the Queen back to the original God Save the King, for obvious reasons.
I am deeply aware of this great inheritance, which have now passed to me.
Number 10. She can't do everything. She may be queen, but that's really just her formal title and doesn't give her any extra royal power than before. Being queen consort, she doesn't have the same sovereign power as the queen regnant. She doesn't hold power in government structure. She doesn't get to veto laws. She's basically just there to support the king by representing him and the royal family at functions across the Commonwealth. She won't ever really be in charge, because even if she outlives King Charles, Prince William takes his place, and Kate Middleton becomes the queen consort, while Camilla becomes the queen dowager. Number 11. King Charles believes in his queen. Queen consort Camilla may be required to support King Charles, but the king is there to also publicly support his queen. During his first address to the nation, in his new role as king, Charles named his wife Queen Consort and gave her a shout-out for all the work she's done since stepping into the role as Duchess of Cornwall after they got married in 2005.
In recognition of her own loyal public service, she becomes my Queen Consort.
He recognizes her steadfast devotion to duty and her loyal public service all these years for leading to her being recognized as Queen Consort. All characteristics he knows she'll bring to her new role. How sweet! Number 12. Bye-bye Curtsy. Queen Camilla is a queen, and she will be addressed as such. So no more curtsying for other royals for her. She's a high-ranking member of the royal family now, so they must curtsy to her. Yep, even Prince William and Harry will now have to bow to their stepmother, something they haven't had to do before. Camilla has inherited the curtsy power, except for when she meets other monarchs outside her family. For the first time, she'll still have to curtsy to them as a sign of respect and tradition. Number 13. Moving to Buckingham. Titles are changing, but so are the official residences of the king and queen consort. Camilla will now have to call Buckingham Palace home and say goodbye to Clarence House. In fact, it's reported King Charles is already sharing the news with staff at the Clarence House that they will be moving and no longer require their services. It's tradition that the sovereign makes Buckingham Palace home, though Charles and Camilla, as well as most senior royals, have treated it as a temporary home and office. Now it's going to be their permanent address, even if they may be prolonging that move. Number 14. Moving on from the past. When Charles and Camilla first went public with their relationship, there was quite a lot of controversy on whether their relationship began with an affair during their marriages, and whether their relationship was the cause for both their divorces. Nevertheless, they got married and have stayed married for 17 years, and it seems everyone around them is moving on from the past. But it wasn't easy. Camilla shared in her exclusive feature in British Vogue's July 2022 issue that after so many years of being scrutinized by the public, she just found a way to live with it. She said, "I think in the end, I sort of rise above it and get on with it. You've got to get on with life." Number 15. Diamonds are a queen's best friend. Queen consort Camilla not only inherited her title and future crown from her husband's family, but she's also inheriting a rather controversial diamond with the crown. The crown Queen Camilla will likely be crowned with is the Queen Mother's crown that features the Koh-i-Noor diamond, one of the largest cut diamonds in the world, and is a whopping 105.6 carat gem. And it's also said to be cursed for men, hence why it's on the Queen's crown. Yeah, it's a big deal, but it makes sense to go from one queen consort to the next. Feels like they're keeping in tradition, as King Charles also proposed to Camilla with a diamond that once belonged to the Queen Mother. This is a new era for the royal family, especially for Queen Consort Camilla. She may not have had the easiest transition into royalty, but Queen Camilla is fully embracing her new title. What do you think of the new titles? Is it going to take some time getting used to, or was she born for this role? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to like and subscribe to The Thing Celebrity for more on your favorite royals.